how do I pick up more spares? I'm a straight bowler, but I miss like 75 to 80% of my spares. Spares are game changers. I tell my kids all the time, you got to make your spares. If you watched I believe it was the World Bowling Tour last year, Belmo missed a 10 pin, and they turned around the camera and said, make your spares, kids. It's very, very important to make your spares. I will say for a straight bowler that has no revs, it's all angle. You don't have the forgiveness of someone that can hook the ball. But I know a lot of pros that coach, or a lot of coaches, they actually train you to say straighter is greater. So being a straight bowler, you have a best chance of making more spares if you can throw with more speed, less rotation, directly at your pins. You'll see the Belmo specifically. I love watching him make his 10 pins. It's so precise, because he still has so many revs, but he throws the plastic ball, but it's a direct angle from the left side of the lane to the 10 pin. Same thing for the 7. It's a direct line. I know the comment, the person that left that comment was talking about missing a lot of 5 pins. The reason why you're missing a lot of 5 pins is probably because there's more oil in the center part of most lanes. On house shots and things like that, there's usually more oil in the center of the lanes. So because you're not hooking, if you're not getting the right angle from the approach to the pin, your ball's going to slide past, because the oil's not letting the ball create the friction in the middle. Also, if you're a straight bowler, chances are you're probably not using a very highly reactive ball. So again, your ball's sliding more across the lane, not creating the power and the angle that you need to get your spares. How do you improve on that? It goes back to targeting. Practice, practice, practice. Find out where your release point is for the angle to get the pin. For the 5 pin, lots of people say that it's the easiest to make because it's directly behind the head pin. But if you're not getting the pocket with the ball, chances are it's going to be a very difficult pin to make. I recommend getting a more reactive ball in that case to try and put a little bit more angle to getting your pins. My personal game, I don't throw hard and straight. I actually have a plastic spare ball, but I use my strike ball for 95% of my spares. I'm a left-handed bowler by nature, but over the years, like I said, I've been bowling for 32 years. I've learned how to control my rotation of my hand and my wrist. I've learned how to take rotations off of my ball and create angle where my ball will go halfway down the lane and start to straighten out or hook and carry that line down towards the 7 pin. On my odd side, if I'm shooting like 6 or the 9 pin or the 10, I actually let my ball hook across the lane into those. So I am not a hard and straight type bowler. I don't have a lot of speed by nature. I usually throw the ball about 13, 14 miles an hour regularly, so I don't have that E.J. Tackett type speed and rotation to keep my ball straight on the lane. If I find with the oil pattern that I'm at that I cannot use my strike ball to pick up the 7 pin or the 4 pin, something like that, I will use the same technique on to picking those balls up with possibly a urethane or a plastic ball.